Oh my god, I forgot to fix chat. Sorry. Okay, she should be fine now. My bad. Anyway, hi everybody. Game opening right now. I didn't reset the router like I said I was going to yesterday because I'm fucking stupid, but don't worry about it. It's none of your business. But I did remember what we needed to do. Whew. I also have my notes, which are minimal. But prospects are good for karaoke because I think it's late in the day. I think I sent us back to go do karaoke, if I recall correctly. Like I had us sit outside the Whirling Rags. Shut the fuck up, you're fine. That change was bad, but you can change my mind and put my heart at ease. Your eyes, the man that I could be. Hi, Cat. How are you? Move chat a little bit higher. No game, you're not allowed to crash. Get real. Thank you. Alright, power went out for a few hours, just fine now. My condolences. Did you have like a storm or something? Because we also had a storm. It was like a tornado warning or whatever. We've had like 4 of those this year. Tornado warnings. I think only one touched down, to my knowledge. But I went into town couple over, and it the damage is pretty bad. Okay, it is. I did not take us over for karaoke, but that's okay. Just rain, not from any hurricanes as far as I know. That's good to hear. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna take this out of my hands. We're gonna go talk to the crypto fascist and his friend. On this fine game night. Pretty good. I didn't get any. She needs to get used to it. I didn't get very much done. I'm trying to get back in the groove of doing sketchbook stuff, like drawing in it. And so yesterday I did like an ink drawing of a sketch that I have finished already. And it turned out okay. I don't love it. I would like to redo it if I get the chance, but like I've already spent. Okay, that's the sandcastle we ruined. Where's the fascist? Are they this way? I don't remember. But I've been trying to get. They are absolutely not this way. Well, maybe. No, I don't think they are. They absolutely are not. Let's head back in. but I've been trying to get back in the groove of doing sketchbook stuff. It's hard to do sketchbook stuff. But I did an ink drawing yesterday, and I did some sketches earlier, but they're not finished, and it'll just be like repeats of stuff that I've already drawn. Girl Kuza, if you're super in tune with what I post, today I posted gender bends, I guess. I don't like calling them that. I don't know why. Oh, it just feels a bit stupid. Of Nishiki and Kiryu. I call it Girl Kuza. I just see. Thank you, Kat, for looking. The crypto-fascist is not over here. Sorry. But I am going to do more Girl Kuza, but I'm gonna do it in ink this time. This feels good. This feels bad. This feels bad still. Man, where the hell are they? Maybe they stopped? Maybe they went back? But yeah, I'm planning on doing more busts or whatever, and I'm gonna do other characters like Tachibana and Oda or whatever. But I'm gonna do them in ink this time, because I decided that for my sketchbook, I'm going to focus on like one thing at a time, and I feel like line work is something that I'm particularly concerned about, so I was gonna work on line stuff. Technically, I wasn't supposed to do, a study today. I was supposed to, but I forgot. I didn't check my journal before I started drawing. I was just like, I'm gonna draw women. Started drawing women, which is fine. But I, where the fuck are they? Am I stupid? Were they... Maybe they're back in the whirling? As right. Thank you, Kat. Thank you. So true, so true. You're painting! Happy painting! This is huge. But yeah, so I forgot that I was supposed to, because I have a, yeah, I'm way too far out. I don't know. Reveal to me the fascists. They're not down here. I know they're not. They were like north. And they weren't super deep into town either, so I don't know what the problem is. Oh, found them. I just started. Well, congrats on that. But yeah, so I have to start working on pieces for a portfolio to apply to school, and I need it done by January. So I was supposed to do one of the things on my list of portfolio pieces that I want to complete is an ink still life. So I was gonna do a still life but in ink, which will be hard for me. So we'll definitely see how that goes. I was supposed to set up the still life today, and I was gonna do like non-boring objects. I don't know like what objects I had in mind. But I was gonna set it up, and I was gonna get it sketched out, but I didn't do that. I drew women instead. And then I burnt my dinner. And then I've been trying to socialize more or whatever. So I've been on Bumble, and I'm trying to talk to people and whatnot. And this one girl that I'm talking to, we talk a lot, like a sickening amount of paragraphs, and I had been trying to respond to her for a good like hour and a half, and I finally got that done. So it's like a really like weirdly pseudo stressful like last hour before stream. That's okay. It was edible. We have a new oven now, so we're not really super sure how it works yet. Like because our old oven, you turned on the preheat, and then when you turned on the timer, you'd see the timer and not the preheat, and not the oven temperature. Now you see the oven temperature and not the timer. So I think I'm just gonna start using the microwave timer because that feels safer. To make sure that it's working because, oh my god. You wish you could do what? Have a new oven? I'm sure that's what you meant. Socialize more? I'm pseudo-socializing. I'm just, like, texting people, which feels like it shouldn't count, you know what I mean? Okay.
Hello, hello. What can I do for you, officer?
Socialize more. I locked in and figured it out. I'm very smart. I'm socializing. I am. It is. Um. What? I don't remember. Never mind. Let's play the game before I keep yapping. I'm looking for a suspect. Have you seen a woman with red hair who seemed to be on the run?
I'm afraid not, officer. I've been busy digging around in the reeds for
Digging.
days,
He's
looking
been
for
digging.
signs of insect activity. I'm less interested in mammalian concerns, to be perfectly honest.
The lieutenant takes a short note in his notebook, then gestures for you to proceed.
Tell me what this phasmid you're looking for.
Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find, which is why we've been knee-deep in the reeds laying traps for it.
What makes it so difficult to find?
Good question. Being a phasmid of the order Phantasmodea, a ghost insect, it disguises itself as plant matter. In this case, the reeds. Awful lot of reeds around, aren't there?
There are quite a few.
And I suspect it may have also developed other specialised techniques to protect itself from predators.
Are you interested in
All
your rights
scientists,
concerns?
in
I
the
haven't
present
gotten to
days.
that question yet, but I hope he is. What sort of specialized techniques is the phasmid using to hide
It's
itself?
my hypothesis that it has evolved certain electrochemical defenses that allow it to interfere with animal perception, impeding pattern recognition, confusing the visual cortex.
That's crazy. What a
But I
theory.
cannot describe how these defenses work, much less how they evolve, without studying a live specimen.
Yes, it makes perfect sense. You're beginning to suspect there's something paranatural about this phasmid.
How big is this
I'm
phasmid?
expecting it to be quite giant. One known species of phasmid, called the Megaphasmodea zoensis, is about the size of a grown man's forearm. So,
He leaves the conclusion up to you.
Seems puny, to be honest.
Why are you so interested in the stick bug? It doesn't seem to be as colorful as some of the other cryptids I've heard about.
typical rookie assumption. Insects are much more sophisticated creatures than those unversed in zoology give them credit for. Even simply catching a glimpse of the Insulindian phasmid would be the apex of my, of any cryptozoologist's career. But to study it and its defenses, find out how it stayed hidden so long.
He shakes his head.
Would be glory itself.
What have you discovered about it so far?
Very little, I'm sorry to say. No one's ever captured a specimen, so all our information is based on first and third-hand accounts.
Third hand. What about the second? You skipped one, I feel. So no one's ever found
Not
one?
yet. That's what makes it a cryptid.
Sure.
Just out of curiosity, if there's no proof of its existence, how do you know it's real?
I know it's real.
The cryptozoologist says, brusquely enough that he even seems taken aback by it.
It's clear that his obsession with the phasmid is driven by something more than the pure pursuit of scientific advancement.
Possibly,
By
he's
which
insane.
I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian phasmid is more than mere superstition.
Lena said there's been a sighting of it here in Martinez.
Yes,
Is it a cool looking
the
bug?
most recent
Ooh.
sighting
Happy
by a
bug
couple of
saving.
teenagers along the
You're like a
coast here.
superhero.
That's what
For
brought
bugs.
us to Martinez specifically. It's the first credible sighting in several decades. Admittedly, it's an unusual location for this species, but with all the sewage runoff upstream, it probably doesn't matter much anymore.
Aw. Yeah. Maybe the Insulindian phasmid has died out.
I have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenesis.
What? Parthenogenesis?
Yes. The females don't need males to reproduce.
Oh.
Makes it easier for a species to survive in adverse conditions.
This arouses no special feelings in me. That is so funny. That's pretty clever.
Yes, the Insulindian phasmid is a very clever insect. That's why it's so damn difficult to catch. But as a scientist, I'll try my best to remain dispassionate.
Of course. Tell me more about these
Well,
traps.
They may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly, so I'm sure they'll do the trick.
Yeah, you need to compliment your wife harder. You're lucky and landed on a piece of paper that I took outside. I would not have been so kind. So, happy for the bug that you saved. Lena designed the traps?
Yes,
He says with some pride. How did the traps work?
simple. Attracted by the locusts, the phasmid crawls down the funnel and, having eaten its fill, can get back out. At least, that's the intention. The net isn't a perfect solution, but we didn't want to use anything that might damage the specimen's delicate exoskeleton.
What are you using as bait?
Locusts. Nearly all known phasmids are herbivores, of course. But we've hypothesized that the Insulindian phasmid might occasionally prey on other insects.
Hypothesized is, I feel like, a bad idea when you have no idea about it, but sure.
Inside the traps, a number of locusts crawl and tumble over one another in a tiny, chittering swarm.
What will you do if these traps don't work? An excellent question, myself.
They'll work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts as bait, accounts for the failure of previous efforts by other teams, which use plants. We have given this some thought.
Okay, if other teams failed with plants, we can only assume meat will do. Meat in reference to bugs was interesting, but such is life. Let me ask you about something else.
What?
Okay, Lena seems pretty eager for you to return.
And I'm eager to return to her, I assure
Good.
you. But I can't leave before we finish with these traps.
Could they eat that many locusts? Maybe they're hungry. Maybe they haven't eaten in a while.
My wife understands that just as well as anyone.
He looks south, where Lena would be.
Come on, Morel. We've been soaking out here for days. It's time to go back.
And leave the traps? Absolutely not. I won't let Lena down.
Come on, she wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch reed crabs
Gary.
if we don't dry out soon.
The crypto-fascist.
Won't let Lena down. Sounds like the cryptozoologist's wife shares a special connection to the phasmid somehow.
I didn't know the phasmid was so important to Lena.
Of course it's important to her. She's seen it.
Bro, listen to Gary.
Sighting, on record.
Maybe,
One of only
at least
40th
there's not
century,
anything
and
else.
it's hers.
Not that we've talked to Gary about much else, but I'm almost certain he will not have anything good to say. Really? She cited the phasmid? She didn't tell me that.
Yes, that's how we first came to know one another. in
Oh,
fact.
we gotta talk to her.
But that's her story to tell, not mine.
He coughs, then continues.
Needless to say, you must ask her about the mysterious phasmid.
Obviously, Inland Empire.
Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian phasmid together. I can't abandon course now.
Another cough, into his fist this time. Maybe you could go back to the whirling, warm up, come back to check the traps later?
No, no, no. The traps need to be monitored on a regular schedule. What would we do if the Phasmid were to starve while we were sipping tea at the hostel?
Dude, how fast do they starve?
He's dead set on this.
Alright, whatever. What if we check the traps for you? You can't find them if you... Exactly.
I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer.
He looks at you with obvious surprise. Chaos is my method. I am its scion. So true.
Well, be that as it may, I'd really appreciate the help.
Where are these
There are
traps?
4 in total. One is to the south.
Oh,
on this little
fuck off.
peninsula,
I actually have
by
to
the
look.
boathouses there. It's very near.
Okay.
Another we set in Land's End, to the northeast. It's behind a small sand dune there, on your way to the old radio tower, after the church.
Okay. No, I've seen that one.
The third is set near the canal, where you crossed, by a concrete slab. A
I've
big
seen
thicket
2
of
then.
reeds going up the slope, and among them,
He gestures to the trap in front of him.
you should check at least one of those before returning to this one, since I just said it. This one's more of a technicality, but still, better safe and stupid than sorry.
That seems like a lot. Do we really have time for this extracurricular venture?
No, but Kim, maybe our suspect is hiding out in the reeds along with the traps?
I have a feeling the only people foolish enough to spend their time skulking among the reeds are these poor fools. And us. But fine.
And us.
It's not like we are drowning in leads.
We are not. We don't know what's going on. This is it. What do I do if there's a Phasmid in one of the traps?
Bring it to me at once. Just make sure the trap is closed tight.
He's not comfortable with the possibility that you'll claim the find, but he's lying about this even to himself.
Thank you, drama. What if I encounter the Phasmid in the wild?
That's highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do,
This is literally exactly,
I'll spray you
exactly.
with a pheromone mixture I developed.
But I definitely understand his displeasure.
It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone should attract the insect to you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite potent. Will last you about a week.
Lay it on me thick, present your armpit. I don't want this thing even. I'm gonna go ahead and be normal.
Wise choice.
Generally. He douses you with the odd smelling spray and then gives you a satisfied nod.
This is the smell of dying reeds, of longing crumbling into the water.
Thank you, Shivers.
I hope you're not buying this. He dispenses it without letting you touch the canister, so it would be precious like holy water.
It is precious. A single dose cost me 50 real to develop.
$50?
Not that I expect you to understand self-financing one's own research.
He looks at the lieutenant with disdain, then puts the spray back in his pocket.
Right. Which means you two can pack up and go back to the whirling.
Whatever he thinks about this detour, it's clear that these men are exhausted and in need of assistance.
So true,
Finally,
Kim.
someone's talking sense.
Thank you, Gary the crypto-fascist.
Thank you for your help. Gary and I will start breaking down camp. If you have any more questions, now's the time to ask. We'll be gone once you get to it.
If it's more cryptid-related business you want to discuss, you'll have time for that later too. But what if the information is vital? On the hunt.
So true, Inland Empire. We'll go ahead and just ask him now. How did you become a
I've
cryptozoologist?
just always liked animals and puzzles. Searching for cryptids is a bit of both.
Okay, fair enough.
He seems reluctant to talk about himself, but he'll open up, if you prod a little.
So you're living your childhood dream out here.
It's not child's play. Just because I have to traipse through the mud every so often.
His eyes narrow. Why not just be a zoologist? Real animals are puzzling too.
Real. I know you think one is a respectable profession, while the other is superstition. Everyone does.
Honestly, being a cryptozoologist trumps most of the garbage I've seen people do.
My methods do not differ from
I like
other
animals and
scientists.
puzzles. New career
I
course?
simply draw
Possibly,
upon a
Cat.
wider variety
Possibly.
of evidence. And
Hope
I
you're
have
able to
more
get
hope
your
that
degree
something
in
truly
cryptozoology.
surprising might happen.
Your nerve endings tell you there is no such thing as a positive surprise.
Has anything truly surprising ever happened to you?
No, as I said, I have yet to catch a cryptid, although I have come close. Close enough to keep trying.
Okay, sure. What kinds of evidence do you use?
Everything from forgotten regional lore to newspaper accounts, like the one that brought us here, to look for the phasmid.
He's
I'll
insane.
keep a very open mind.
Nothing but respect. So, you have never discovered a cryptid?
No. Very few cryptids are ever discovered, and not for a lack of trying.
Like, there are, like,
To stay
undiscovered
hidden
animals.
is a cryptid's primary quality.
What this
It's
guy
even in the
actually wants
name,
is he wants to
cryptid.
be a bug scientist, because there are, like, thousands of undiscovered bugs. So how many cryptids have been
Of
found?
the list of cryptids kept by the Cryptozoological Society of Chemney, which is 4,082 items long, about 2,000 have been confirmed as hoaxes. 2 are categorized
That's
as
a lot.
confirmed discoveries. The rest are in differing stages of discovery, refutation, and data collection.
Only 2 have been proven to be real?
Yes, the Chateau Quan forest pygmy, who turned out to be an extinct species of primate, and a cave salamander from Hugo Grad, who is, honestly, quite unremarkable. It's in a zoo somewhere. We cryptozoologists are brutally honest with ourselves, more so even than the public. With cryptids, most cryptids are hoaxes or they are never found. That does not mean we should stop searching.
Okay, be honest. I don't even know what to say. That's a small number of
Do
discoveries.
you know what the success rate in pharmacological research is? 0.00003% of bioreactive agents have reproducibly beneficial effects. Yet science persists in the search for medicine, as we persist in our search for new species.
Well, at least the medicine is, like, real. Thanks for explaining that. Now about something
Yes.
else. Let's talk about specific
All right.
cryptids.
What cryptids precisely? I usually discuss these things with specialists, so I don't know what.
We would have to discuss. He wants to say, but decides against it, since you've offered to help. You need to ask him about specific cryptids. Cryptids you've heard about from Lena or his friend Gary. He won't just talk.
Which cryptid did you almost catch? You said before that you almost caught
A
one.
willow person. It's a long story. One non-specialist would find rather dull.
What are willow people?
They're not people, really. Some argue they aren't really animals, as they seem to have evolved directly from trees.
That's a cool one. He says it in a self-explanatory, everyday manner.
They're very, very thin, almost flat in fact, and can
Flat
camouflage
Stanley
themselves
core.
easily, wrapping themselves around trees and blending in with the tree bark. In that way, they're not too dissimilar from the phasmid we're looking for here.
Wait, so I may have seen these willow people without knowing it?
You probably have.
How did you almost catch a willow person?
Gary and I painted an entire grove's worth of trees in slow drying
Flat Stanley
paint.
core. Love
It's a bright
him.
lavender colour. I was hoping one of the willow people would get paint on it and not be able to camouflage itself. After waiting in hiding for hours, I saw a figure slip from one of the trees, a lavender shadow dashing through the grove.
And then?
I chased it with a net. Not very elegant. You can't be elegant in the field. And, well, it was faster than me.
A lavender shadow.
He smirks.
I know you think we were snacking on funny mushrooms. It's
Funny.
easier to mock someone than to admit that the world might be more interesting than you've imagined.
Okay, he kind of got Kim there a little bit.
Furthermore, I'm not saying it was a confirmed sighting. I'm painfully aware of what goes into verifying such things. There is a serious possibility that I saw a squirrel or a trick of the light. I am my own harshest critic.
He makes it a real point here to sound falsifiable.
And Lena's sighting of the phasmid is that.
Confirmed. It's 100% verified and meets all the standards of an authentic cryptid sighting.
I know about the most dangerous cryptid, the Gnome of Jeroma.
Formerly the most dangerous, yes. But do you know the most dangerous living cryptid?
He doesn't want to make it feel like you knowing it is some big deal.
Living? No.
The most dangerous cryptid is a carnivorous ruminant, known colloquially as the dread moose.
Get out of here!
No, but we're not get out of anywhere. The dread moose is a widely reported cryptid from Arda. It subsists entirely on flesh, and has even been known to dig up fresh graves in search of sustenance.
That's kind of fucked up. Ugh. Okay, what does the dread moose look like?
Just like an ordinary Arden moose.
Then how can you tell if it's the ordinary or the dread kind?
You can't. That's what makes it so dreadful and hard to identify.
Oh my god. I am 100% behind the dread moose. I utterly believe it exists.
Of course you do.
The bodies found in the forest are just
Mr.
one
Taylor,
piece of
I
physical
know.
evidence. There's
There-
more. Sightings in Vasa, reaching back 4 centuries. But, of course, nothing satiates the skepticism of.
A detective. Pardon me, I did not wish to seek conflict. It's simply my training to question things.
Understood, Lieutenant.
The man tips his hat slightly, then looks to you. I know the biggest cryptid, the giant of Coconur.
That's impressive, I guess. But have you seen it with your own eyes?
Have you seen it?
I haven't had a chance to travel to Coco Nor. No. And I likely never will. The Samaskill desert region has been embroiled in a small civil war for the last 8 years. I fear this mindless barbarism may have wiped out the elusive creature entirely. Sightings of towering luminosities have grown rare recently, while they once used to be constant.
It remains unclear what this has got to do with you.
Have
seeing
fun
it,
with your
as
call.
He was inquiring before. He was just being defensive.
I know about Cryobacter catlensis.
Everyone knows about that one, thanks to Professor Mijanu being the talk of the town for a time.
He coughs in his fist.
A bit of jealousy there. He'd want that glory, truth be told. Even if he'd have to inject himself with bacteria to get it.
Although, probably because her life ended as a result of her work in Gutler, no one remembers her contributions to the search for the Nong-Ok,
The
a
Nong-Ok?
flightless cursor owl found in the Seminine Isles. Its long legs permit the Nong-Ok to run faster than any other avian, perhaps any other animal, who knows. When it's not hunting its prey in this manner, the Ok hangs from tree branches, like a bat, waiting to dive on hapless prey below on the jungle floor. Mijanu liked extreme animals, you see. One of the few figures of the academic establishment I respect. Really a shame she disappeared.
When did she disappear?
Oh, decades ago. In the 30s. I didn't know her personally, of course. The chasm of academic pretension still stood before us, even though she had unusual courage for someone from the other side.
Tell me about a cool cryptid. Any cryptid.
No offense, officer, but I'm not much of a pedagogue. I don't know what
Boo.
I would have done if Lena hadn't persuaded me to go back to field research. You should ask her if you want interesting stories.
But I already went through all her
Hey.
cryptid stories.
I'm not a people person, unless you haven't noticed. And I don't make a good lecturer. My strength lies in field work and persistence.
He brushes an errant strand of hair from his eye. Okay, enough tips.
By all means.
He coughs and wipes his mouth. Okay, let's get going. Unfortunately, I have to talk to the cryptofascist.
Hello, I'm Gary. Very generous of you to help us out, officer.
He's so annoying.
Yellow Man. I mean, officer.
Racism? Already?
The lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly and takes out his notebook.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization.
Not a lover of the great outdoors?
I like
Oh,
nature,
yeah.
but just not
I guess
this
he
bloody
is.
Toast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
Sadly, I might be. I think I might be a drunk or a degenerate, or maybe both. Drunks and degenerates, that's my crew. Degenerates. I've been trained to identify the slightest hint of degeneracy by the preeminent authority on it. We'll be funny about it. Drunks and
Dark
degenerates, that's
times
my
will
crew.
do that to good men.
He nods gravely, then shifts his gaze to the pile of soggy logs at his feet.
Serious question time. This man is no innocent. No one is.
So true, authority. He's a crypto-fascist. How innocent could it be? Do you know anything about the man hanged behind the whirling rags?
Oh, so that's what the RCM in Martinez is about. Great. Great to hear someone's finally taking care of that.
So you do know something about it?
No. Nothing.
This guy
He was
sounds like if
some kind of
Squidward was
mercenary.
racist.
But
He looks a
everyone
little
here
bit
knows
like it,
that.
too.
I'm just glad to hear you're looking into it. That's all.
He didn't kill him or anything, but there's something going on here.
Are you a cryptozoologist, too?
No. I help Morel with research sometimes, and I've learned some things along the way. But I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own.
You were surprised to see my colleague, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere, other than Sail. I meant no offense, truly.
Do you remember how, when we met Measurehead and I said the next racist will be a really good one?
Yes.
Well, this is that racist.
So true, Kim! He is a really good racist. I'm not even gonna lie to you. He's absolutely correct. So, like... Okay, so I was gonna call my friend back, but she's not responding. Never mind, she's calling. Okay, fun. I'm sorry you get to miss the racism. We found the racist. So, my condolences. Gary, are you a racist?
Hey, man.
He
all I
blushes?
meant was there are not many Sealites around here. I'm just stating a fact.
Alright. Do you have a problem with Salites?
No problem at all.
He flashes an impenetrable smile at the lieutenant.
Sounds like some conspiracy topic. You might be able to discuss it with him when the lieutenant isn't here. If you can remember it.
I'm actually stupid, so I wouldn't count on it. Thank you for your conversation. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I could get through all of the dialogue that they have here. Just in case, it changes or something. So let's go sing karaoke, because that's really what it's all about. If I remember. I almost don't want to have the racism conversation with this guy without Kim. Sorry, didn't want to go this way. I feel like that would be weird. It's like, Kim, I'm gonna go talk about racism without you. But maybe it would be beneficial. I'm not sure. Because there's also the... Oh, you don't have to then. No, I mean, if you want to have... I mean, it is Gary the crypto-fascist. Who wouldn't want to talk to him more than we already have? I'm sure that would be entertaining. But I just don't like doing things without Kim. Mostly. I'm mentally ill. Not many people know this about me. But I am mentally ill. There's also the Claudia, or whoever that is. She, let's tell her about her husband. We're bringing him back, Queen.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
She sounds glad to see you. You never told me you've seen the Phasmid.
Oh, you don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings.
No, I really want to know. Yeah.
Effectively, the lieutenant
There's
is
a
familiar
quest where we
notebook.
can go talk to her about reality. I don't really want to do that either.
Well, it was summer, I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember. When, all of a sudden,
What
I
happened?
looked up, and one of the reeds
We would love to. Yes, we
not
would
like
love
a
to listen.
plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I'd never seen anything like it. The reeds turned into a creature.
Wow.
She had no fear, just surprise.
I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds.
Did you follow
I
it?
tried, but I was only a child.
Oh.
There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there, knee-deep in mud, looking around me.
Where did you go? Don't go.
Then what?
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen. For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys, that sort of thing. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Morel. We were on our first date when I told him my story. You should have seen his face. He said my descriptions matched the phasmid down to a T. Its white marble limbs, the way it moved.
So that's how they met. This is beyond significant for them.
That's kind of sweet, though. You were on a date?
Our first. Yes.
The woman sighs tenderly. Its limbs are white?
Not all of them, as far as I remember. Some of them, on the inside, like stalks of marble, if that makes sense.
How big was
It's
it?
hard to say how big things are when you're quite small yourself. To me, it seemed to be taller than I was then, but that's probably not the case.
Maybe you imagined it, Lena. I don't want to say that. Kim, what do you think of this?
I thought it was a wonderful story, man.
He closes his notes and gives her a simple smile.
But I don't believe it. A child left unattended on a warm day. Children make up stories and then end up believing them.
Yeah, sir. I'm unfortunately with Kim also. Thank you for sharing this
You're
with me.
welcome, sweetie.
Thank you for the skill
I
point.
do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one. It was just such an impossibly sunshiny day. So warm.
And she could get up and walk right into the reeds on her own. Into the mud. Anywhere.
All right, let's go sing karaoke right now. Right fucking now. Let's go for it.
The stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak under your feet.
Quick save? Possibly.
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should...
The
It might be
stage is
funny if
all
it
set
goes
up
bad.
For your performance. Feels silent. You can.
So, are you ready for your thing now?
The
We'll go to the
bar
room
is
first.
full and buzzing with chatter. No one is paying you any attention. But still you feel your knees turn to noodles. Okay, now a couple is looking at you. Even worse, you're sweating. They are going to hate you.
Good. Fuck everybody.
The air is thick
Okay,
with...
hold on. I don't think this one feels like it doesn't need to be succeeded, you know what I mean? But that's okay. We will succeed anyway. We're gonna blow the roof off of this fucking
The stage
place.
is...
So, are you ready for your...
The air is...
Alright, this time for sure. No way we're losing this one.
The stage is...
So, are you ready for your...
The air is...
Alright, this time for sure. I got this. We are going to slay this karaoke shit. No question about
The
it.
stage is
It's gonna be
are you
so
ready for
good.
the air.
Okay,
is
this time for sure. We've got it. It's gonna be this one. Without a doubt.
the
Fifth
stage
time's
is
the charm.
awesome.
Exactly, exactly.
Are
That,
you ready for your...
The
what do
air
I always
is
say? All
thick
right,
with-
this next one, certainly this time. I love cheating. Cheating has unlocked a world of
The stage.
possibility for me
Are
personally.
you ready for your...
The air
All
is
right, this time, let's go. We're gonna kill it. I wonder, like, what.
the stage is aw-
So, are you ready for your...
the air.
So true,
is
Kat, so true. I wonder. I like this one feels like it wouldn't be super detrimental to fail,
The
but
stage
I
is
am curious
So,
to see
are
what
you
would
ready
happen
for
if
your...
we.
The
Because I feel like
air
it'd
is-
just be like nasty and awkward if we fail, but if we win, I wonder if it'll be nasty and awkward anyway. You know what I mean?
The stage is
So,
That's kind of how this
are you
game
ready
is.
for your...
the air.
Oh
is
right, that was a really bad one. Horrific roll. Really just terrible. Alright.
the stage is
So, are you ready for your...
the air
Oh,
is
ooh.
thick with
We gotta look cool in front of God. Yeah, we gotta make him wish he was never born. Because of how cool we are. Or
stage is-
we fail it
So,
on
are
purpose
you ready
and it's
for your-
fucking
The
awful
air
and
is
he hates
thick.
himself anyway. There's really no losing for us, I would say. In my humble opinion,
the stage.
no such thing as a
So,
loss
Are you
here.
ready for your...
The air
Yeah!
with anticipation.
So true, drama. Okay.
Someone dims the lights as the music starts. Okay, here we go.
Yes, let's go! Let's go!
I would often go there to the tiny church there. The smallest church in San
Did not
Sam.
expect his voice to sound like that.
Though it once was larger. How the realm may rest there. Down through the mist there. Toward
I
the
wonder what it would have
seven
sounded like if
sisters.
we failed. Do you think it would have been different?
Toward those pale cliffs there. I would often stay there. In that tiny yard there. I have been so glad here. Looking forward to the past here.
There's gotta be close. I'm sure there is.
But
I might look at it
now-
later. I'll forget.
You are all alone.
Honestly, if it was limbic system talking, I'd have to kill myself.
None of
If I had been willing to
this
fail and been like, forget it, we'll just
matters.
fail, and it was limbic system,
No,
fuck
none of
off.
This matters.
or I just don't sing. That's another possibility. So true. Yes! Yes! Encore! Go again! Actually, don't. It was very long. Ancient reptilian brain.
A lazy applause fills the room. You feel your hand shake as awareness of your body returns to you.
Not to the. I'd like to dedicate this song to my partner Kim Kitsuragi. That's a crazy gay thing to say. I'd like to dedicate this song to Gart for letting me sing it. Fuck you, Gart.
Yes, well, I'm just doing my job, that's all.
He clearly doesn't know how to respond to your words caught him by surprise. I fucking hate your ass.
But, are you
Kill
done now?
yourself!
Can I unplug the microphone?
He's ready for
Might
things to
unplug the
return back to
microphone.
normal. Say nothing, leaving enigmatically. Workers, evening will come. We will sow the white sail. Workers of the world, unite! So true. Kim, did you like my song? I'm sorry I didn't dedicate it to you. I had to fucking tell Gart to kill himself. Hope you understand. Okay. Oh, thank God. It tells us. Okay. So we need to go back over there anyway because we don't stay here anymore because we don't make enough money for that kind of thing. So we have to go back anyway, so we'll go check on the traps. No. We'll go check on the traps and then we will go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Do 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 do. I am a little curious about what I might have to sell, so I'm gonna go do that really quick. Checking my inventory certainly never hurt anybody.
Hello, hello.
Something
Sure.
else to sell.
Let me have a look.
There's some armor.
All right. Let's see.
Well, there are these gauntlets showing.
Oh, no, 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 no. I don't need bloodthirsty
Boo.
mercenaries knocking on my door.
Welcome
looking
back.
for
We
their
just sang
missing
karaoke.
toys.
Sorry you missed it. We told Gart to kill himself.
Besides, this gear costs a fortune. There's no one in Martinez with that kind of money.
It feels like he would have accepted the risk if he hoped to profit from it. It's not greed, though. Deep down, he's a gambler, provided the stakes are sufficient.
We sang karaoke. It wasn't that interesting. It was long. Okay, pardon me,
Anything
please.
else you're thinking of selling?
I'll think on that. We will think about it. Pawn. 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 Alright.
Another time, perhaps.
Do you have any recordings of the Komamadakwa?
The Coldima Madakwa? Sorry, I would never have guessed that you were that interested in ultrasonic sounds. Or birds, for that matter.
Oh. I have hobbies, just like all normal people, because I'm a normal person.
Oh, I didn't mean to imply otherwise. Well, it's been a while since I've gone hunting for the Coldima Madakwa myself.
Happy for you, man.
Once knew a group of young musicians who decided they didn't want to play music anymore, and started looking for all kinds of interesting sounds instead.
That's kind of fun.
This was before, you know, lost touch with them after all of that.
That sounds so cool.
Cool or not, one of them was obsessed with recording the Coldima Madakwa. And he was one of those passionate people who know a lot about all kinds of strange things. So he got the rest of us to join in his search.
And did you ever find it?
We thought we did. We got together all these recordings of unusual sound patterns, compared them, cut them up and combined them into the Symphonia Coldima Madakwa.
Was his name Morel? I was just thinking that. Can I listen to it?
Unfortunately, I don't have any recordings from my old life. None at all. But I do have a tape with some ultrasonic sounds that might be
I
what
might
you're
need that.
looking for.
Maybe that'll make it more hardcore. He starts rummaging through some tapes behind the
Do we
counter.
really have time for this?
The lieutenant whispers to you. Yes, it's absolutely necessary for my research.
This recording comes from down the coast. Wasn't looking to record anything specific. Just left a recording device there one morning. Keep in mind, I have to slow this one down enough to make sounds well over 200 kilohertz audible to the human ear. It will be strange.
He switches on the tape player. The speakers begin to emit a low hum.
As the hum grows louder, modulating but always unnaturally uncomfortably low, like it's coming not from the speakers, but also from inside your chest. Breathing is becoming difficult. There's a growing sense of dread. The sound is coming from inside you, but also surrounding you.
What the fuck?
It feels as though someone is standing just outside your range of vision and watching you, doing this to you. He nods to you, reassuringly, just as more diverse, higher-pitched sounds, some random, some appearing to form patterns, hit your eardrums.
What's that?
Gulls and skewers. But shh,
Right, sorry. He raises a pointer finger and inclines his head toward the speakers. A new, very high-pitched, shivering sound emerges amidst the
A low
others.
range of sounds is easier to handle with a focal point, but still troubling. You are mesmerized by the sounds, but also feel nausea welling up as the motif continues, then begins to recede, dissolving in what must be the sound of water lapping at the bank.
You know, now that I've listened to it on these new speakers, it's not the cold Mamadakwa. Wrong patterns, wrong photons. Probably some insect trying to sing higher than its predators can hear. Still, fascinating, aren't they? Early morning sounds.
I guess so.
All the old boomboxes are there.
I don't know where to find that other tape. I thought that was going to be like, he gives it to us and then we listen to it on our own, but... is it the stick bug? Maybe, maybe... Love you, stick bug. But I guess we have to find the recording for Egghead in a different spot.
There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one you saw Morel set before. Same mesh, same wiring.
Look
The
around.
reeds bend forlornly toward the sand. Snow covers the broken stalks like a shroud, and they shimmer, ghostly, in the darkness. In the east, the city center hums to you. The constant, distant song, louder on this part of the coast.
Clearly there's
nearer
nothing here
somehow.
because there's bugs in
And
it.
there's that cold again. Always the cold.
Reach for the trap.
Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten. You see no carnivorous reed phasmid gorging on them.
Big surprise. Anyway, 1 down. 3 to go.
No need to grin. I'm not expecting to find anything. I'm helping some citizens and getting some fresh air.
I meant no offense. Just...
The lieutenant doesn't know how to finish the sentence. He looks at you, putting the trap back on the ground. Yeah, put his ass in his place. Okay. 1. Surprised we managed to find it, to be completely fucking honest with you. I swear there's another one, like, in this direction someplace, but I could be wrong. Oh yeah, like, I'm not allowed to go over here for some fucking reason. It pisses me off. Where the hell? Near the boathouses, west of the Feld building. Far north, okay. Feld building! Let's go, Feld building. I know where that is, kind of, sort of. Generally. This is her. This is she. The Feld building. Should be, there it is. Get in there. Oh wait. Ooh, what's that? This is the one he just set up, but that's fine. 45 cents, say no more.
This is the trap Morel just set. Checking it over, he said, is just a technicality. But
Reach for the trap.
this trap is also full of panicked locusts. No sign of any cryptozoological beast inside.
Another empty trap.
The lieutenant takes a note, more out of habit than duty. How are you enjoying the cardio, Lieutenant? I'm quite enjoying it myself.
Always up for a good jog. Otherwise, would I still be on this case with you?
I do run a lot! He smiles and raises his collar. It's windy.
The reeds by the abandoned campsite sway and tremble while the snow falls all around. The later it gets, the colder. Remnants of the camp can still be seen in the sand. The fire that's gone out. You feel strange, somehow.
Okay, there was Near the boathouses west of the Philip building. Can we go west? Like... boathouses. Oh.
This trap's not too
Okay,
hard
got
to
it.
spot.
Found
Once
it.
you know what to look for. Keeping it hidden has not been a priority for the cryptozoologist.
Look around.
Behind you, the ruins of a residential building loom over the reeds. They whisper amongst themselves. Confidentially, snowflakes cling to their shivering stems. When this district was booming, the reeds were kept at bay. Nothing obscured the freshly painted facades. Nowhere for drunks and adventurous teenagers to hide. Now only the wind blows.
Reach for
Nothing
trap.
but locusts in this trap as well. Definitely no cryptozoological monstrosity.
Maybe next time.
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we're done.
His face is red from the cold sea air. He crouches to catch his breath. You getting tired?
No, I'm fine. I didn't mean to complain, it's just...
He's short-winded. The sentence ends there. Sorry, we'll walk this time. Oh my god. We'll walk this time. Why did I say that? It's not like you heard me as a fucking video game character, but I feel a bit bad. I didn't mean to tucker him out. Then it's far northeast. Okay. I think it was past the church. Possibly. Oh my god, walking is so slow. I have to kill myself. We're gonna make it. I swear. Should be around here, surely. It was for Kim. So true. I just need to remember that. Okay, this feels correct. Surely it's in this area. Perhaps even northern still. Oh yeah, there's a tower. I think. Is that it? Surely this is it.
It takes you a moment, but finally you
Thank
spot
God.
the last of Morel's traps. This one's partially obscured by the reeds.
Look
The
around.
reeds shake sadly in the coastal breeze. Snow specks the stalks. Most of it melts quickly, relinquishing form to darkness. The wind picks up here, near the cape's end, surrounding the narrow strip of land from 3 cardinal directions. It's cold for this time of year.
Reach for the trap.
feels light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different here.
Look
No
closer.
locust. No phasmid either, but still.
Look closer still.
Well, debate worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster, though.
Reed
Unless you see
monster?
one there, I just see an empty trap.
You're right, but I still need to tell the cryptozoologists about this.
Okay, but after that we get back to our own assignments. We've done a thorough survey of the coast now. Just running around is no longer useful.
A cold gust of air dries your sweaty face, and you look to the dark shadow of the felled building in the distance, drawing you to it. What a strange sensation. Once this is done, should you ask the wind again?
Perhaps. Okay, we're running now. He stopped complaining, so it's so fucking over for him. Okay, do you... Okay, he is in the whirling. We have to... It has to be 9 o'clock to go to bed anyway, so we kind of have to have... Are they invisible? No, I don't think so. I think they're, like, pseudo-invisible in the sense that you can't see them because they look exactly like reeds, but they are not exactly reeds. So when in the reeds, they're invisible, but, like, they're not, if that makes sense. To my knowledge. I'm no cryptozoologist, so... Or... Cryptozo... Right? Cryptozoologist? I think. I keep, like, crypto-fascist. Cryptozoologist, Okay, it's crypto, sorry. Crypto-fascist is so fucking funny. LMAO. See, even after selling all that shit, we didn't have enough money to, hi date swing. We didn't have enough money to, hi autosave, to have a room from Come on, man, we're working on a fucking murder investigation. Like, I know we have the shack or whatever now, so it's not a huge deal, but like, oh my god, fuck you, Guard, I hate his ass. I have a huge Gart vendetta. If I was allowed to do police brutality in this game, as soon as we get my gun back, Gart is going. I've got 2 bullets. It's so Jover for Gart. Anyway, before we do this, I have to run a quick ad because I stalled, to be honest with you. So I'll be right back. Everybody sit tight during the ad. am back now. The VP pick, is going great. He made a couch joke. Thank God. Happy for him. And thank you. It is good to be back. Continue. Crypto. He made a couch. He is so hot. Like, he only continues to get cooler.
It's great to see you again, officer. My wife can't wait to thank you. Go on, talk to her.
Oh, okay, of course. Love her.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
Just doing my job, ma'am.
Here,
Do you see my
I
ad
want to
chat?
give you a small token
Oh.
of my gratitude. It's a tie.
It says it
Mexican
ran. I did not
The
see your
pin
ad
is an
chat. So thank you
antique.
for
Quite special.
pushing me in the right direction. I did not. For me, the pre-roll is off. So even if it didn't run an ad, it's not a huge deal. So happy no ad. Did you see my ad chat? Oh God, can't believe I missed it. I feel so evil. Okay. Anyway, she hands you a thin ribbon held together by a silver bird skull.
The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian
It's okay.
skull
It's okay.
with 8 eyes.
It was my bad for missing it. Okay, I'd like to speak to you, please.
Nothing like the gratitude of a good woman. Now then, what can I do for you?
He's like, talk to my wife. He gives you a gruff pat on the
He
shoulder.
tries to play it cool, remain professorial, but inside, this man is itching for some news on those trips.
Well, I checked all of them.
Good. Okay. And?
He breaks his skull. And one of them was empty.
Completely empty?
The cryptozoologist's eyes grow wide.
Surprise, tempered with fear and trepidation. He doesn't know what to think yet. Maybe you're joking?
Yes, there was nothing in the trap. No locusts, no phasmid.
No locusts? No phasmid either?
That's not ideal, but...
He rubs his chin.
It just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
She's engaging in a well-known self-deception called motivated reasoning. You should correct them.
I don't really want to, Roderick. They're living their
Of course,
dream.
more clever.
Kim, I know.
You're dealing with a subject near and dear to their hearts. It might behoove you to tread lightly.
We are Kim and I are standing so close together.
Yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locusts and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps. Make them more secure.
Another trip to the Reeds.
Sorry, Gary. Are you sure you've exhausted all the alternative explanations?
Of course we have.
Wait, Morel. He may have a point.
Okay,
We have an
so true,
obligation to rule
so
out other
true.
hypotheses.
You're right, dear. It's a fair point. But what other explanation could there be?
He turns to you.
Pardon me. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too. My gratitude, and the gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol, is yours.
Heartfelt gratitude. But does it feel like closure? What really happened?
Admittedly, I am curious.
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our main investigation here. This has been refreshing, but...
Helping cryptozoologists isn't really a priority for our organization.
Insulted
is it?
Morel.
The
Oops.
lieutenant
I
looks
don't
out the
recall
window,
that.
impatiently.
Oh, did it finish? Oops, sorry. It did finish. Okay. Well, it is perfectly 9 o'clock, but I'm gonna do that really quick. Hit it with the quick save, and then we'll cheat.
Hello? Lena and I...
You have your suspicions.
I love to cheat. It's my favorite activity.
Hello?
Next to
Lena and I
pissing
were just
off Gart.
discussing the
Fuck
design
you,
of the
Gart.
You have your suspicions.
Hate your ass. Ugh. He's disgusting and awful, and I hate him, and he sucks. My mortal enemy, Gart.
Hello? Lena and I...
You have your suspicions.
Hello? Lena and I...
You have your suspicions.
Hello? Lena and I were just...
You have your suspicions.
Come on, 1 in 14. I know, it shouldn't be this hard. But the 27-28% are always what gets me, I feel.
Lena and I were just...
You have your suspicions.
Come on, buddy. I hope the percentage has gone up on the
You have your
billboard,
suspicions.
because the game implied that we should go back to the billboard and ask it what to do. After we finish this.
Lena and I...
You have your suspicions.
And it took me fucking forever to get in a good spot on that.
Hello? Lena and I...
You have your suspicions.
Hello? Lena and I...
You have your suspicions.
Okay, this time for sure. Nothing can go wrong. I just wasn't manifesting hard enough.
Hello?
Because
Lena
I
and
wasn't
were
speaking
just...
it out
Consider
loud.
the way the empty trap was disturbed.
Because I
As
wasn't
well
saying it
shaken.
out loud, it wasn't
Most
giving it
likely
to me.
the hands of a young person. Hands small enough to fit inside the trap, too. You should ask the red-headed boy, Kuno.
I think a little hooligan called Kuno may have stolen the
A
locusts.
little hooligan? But what would a child want with bags?
He's a piece of shit is what he
Oh,
is.
my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long.
Yay!
Kids
We
love
did
to
it.
torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks.
I'll talk to the little gremlin and see if anything comes up.
Delinquents. My favorite.
It doesn't sound like it's really his favorite.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please, let us know whatever you turn up. I have a feeling we're getting so close.
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me.
This is a slippery one. He may respect the law, but mostly wants to pass under the radar. You won't get a chance to talk after you walk out of here. He hasn't been particularly forthcoming before. He may well still be hiding something. After he's left, it's too late.
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play suzerainty, but
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's bugs.
He looks at his tea.
Morel, it's been fun, really, but I need a bath and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run.
No need to apologise, Geary. You'd be more than
Geary.
helpful. We'll have to take
I
a
love
rain
his
check
accent,
on that game
Geary.
of suzerainty today, though.
Diggin'.
We're gonna follow this through.
Alright, Gary, you are not fucking safe.
Always a pleasure to see an officer of the law.
Oh, I'm sure, crypto-fascist.
I mean, officers. Oh,
So you'd...
no.
He didn't kill him or anything, but there's something going on here.
So we have to come back then. Kim, can I get you to...
Yes.
In Kuno's defense, it's pretty far from... Where he said, that's true. Kim, I need you to go to bed. Do you mind? Can I, like, drop you off? Because now I'm paranoid that he's gonna leave. No. Shit. Okay, go to sleep, please. Kim, go to- Fuck. And our door is locked, so it can't. We have to go. Ah, shit. He left anyway. Fuck off. Whatever. We were gonna have to leave anyway. Damn. That sucks. I wanted to talk to Gary the crypto-fascist more. Kuno! Hey, buddy. Did you steal some bugs? Be honest.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad? Kuno doesn't give a fuck
Oh no,
about
that's so
anything.
sad. You wouldn't happen to know anything about missing locusts.
No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs.
So he knows locusts are bugs.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Shut up, see.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison!
She sounds like she's about to cry, out of disappointment at Kuno's newfound lameness.
Hold on. No one is lame here. Just tell me what happened.
Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
Okay, literally so true, Kunas.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
There's definitely something going on here. Maybe he's got them stashed somewhere nearby, in some hidden place. There's a suspicious shack in the eastern corner of the yard.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Alright. Oh, what the hell?
An
Been over here.
inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
What is this?
It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
We'll do that in a second. What the hell? I didn't know you could come back here. Or can you? Oh, no, I think... Okay, never mind. I'm seeing it. Alright, let's quick save. Just like Kudos.
An inconspicuous pile, because it's nice and orderly.
Almost 50-50, and I still couldn't fucking get it. Imagine playing this game raw. No
An
cheating.
Inconspicuous pile, because it's
Oh
nice
my
and
god, dude. Come on, brother. You can make it.
An inconspicuous pile, because it's nice and orderly.
Jesus Christ.
An inconspicuous pile, because it's nice and orderly. Well,
It's killing me.
an inconspicuous pile, because there's a
Thank
secret
God.
door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly.
Pull the panels
There
aside.
it is. You see a shabby little door.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
He loves mysteries. So I can't get well. A 50% is never going to be so true, and that we just proved that today. 40 cents? Hell yeah, brother. The poster says, get out of the way or get fucked up. A silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder. It's crawling with locusts in here. Cured pig's head. It looks mummified. Oh. Huh? What the hell? What the fuck? Oh shit. It's the roof. $90. A bug town! Sheesh. The doorway is going to collapse soon. Restoration pillars keep the ruins together. 13 cents. That's what we like to see.
All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for windows.
Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case.
The lieutenant looks around, writes something in his notebook, and turns to you.
Of the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well.
Stop being sarcastic, Kim.
Oh, I'm not being sarcastic at all. We are making real progress here.
When someone says they're not being sarcastic, it's usually a good sign that they're being very sarcastic.
Should talk to Kuno about this, get him to stop.
I'll let you handle the Kuno side of things. You are doing just fine.
Thanks.
Be still, my beating heart. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. There's a good, vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
Kuno does care about something. It's just bugs. So true. He loves bugs. Are you a really good detective? Someone's taking narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However...
He points to the letter in the corner.
But that there was an interesting find. An alternative path into the harbor that the kid uses. Well done.
Okay, good. That was a generally awkward conversation that I didn't feel like having. Alright, Kuno, get your ass over here. You're never gonna make it out of this conversation alive.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
Kuno, I found your shack.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
I pushed the panels aside, Kuno.
And then what? You fucking there. You fucking Kuno's kingdom.
I guess so.
He's trying to fuck at you again, Kuno.
What was with the pig head?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
Okay. Forget it, I'm not saying those things.
Too brutal for you, huh? Kuno fuck your tongue off.
No. Yes, I think I'm going insane, Kuno.
Why are you fucking on yourself in front of Kuno? Talk kingdom to Kuno, or fuck off.
I found a plate covered with powder residue. Know anything about
That's
it?
where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
I know you took the locusts from the traps the cryptozoologist set up.
Yeah. Kuno took the bugs. So what?
I was about to play. No. I mean, what?
So it wasn't the
I wouldn't want Kuno powder.
A wave of disappointment washes over you.
Why steal locusts? Could you find some other pets?
They're not pets.
Oh yeah,
Don't
hi
you know
Naj,
what
hope you're
locusts
good.
are? When they come out of the fucking sky. Fucking descendant shit.
Stop!
She wails from behind the fence, then covers her face with her hands.
You stop. It's like they're fucking night. Locust City, Night City, City of Rage.
No
The
worries.
girl
Hope you're having a good
forces
one.
herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort. The lameness is causing her physical pain. The damage
Love her.
may be permanent.
What are we, some kind of artist now?
Maybe I am.
He says, looking you straight in the eye.
Did he just say I? Kuno usually calls Kuno Kuno.
That's great, Kuno. That's cool to make art.
Oh my god, Kuno! He's gonna make you totally lame in like 3 seconds. Don't
Say
let him,
5
Kuno.
art cop lines.
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be.
Hell
Kuno's
yeah,
his own
Kuno!
man. Kuno's free.
He tears at the buttons of his shirt, trying to rip them open. They don't give way.
Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
A leaden silence fills the yard.
So that's what this is about.
Say nothing.
Without a word, she disappears entirely behind the fence. For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red
What is going
now,
on?
with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face. Use this momentary confusion to take control of the situation. You got him. Now convince him to leave the cryptozoologist's traps alone.
I need you to stop taking the locusts from the traps. The cryptozoologists are trying to find something very important. Those locusts are bait.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now. C was right.
The girl's face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno.
Okay. What's going to happen to the locusts?
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die.
Okay.
The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
The Insulindian phasmid. He mutters to himself.
He recognizes the name.
Wait, you know what the Insulindian phasmid is?
Bitches think
No, Kuno,
Kuno
they're cool,
doesn't
yeah.
know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
There's silence between the two children. They're not saying anything to each other, nor looking in each other's direction.
Oh, I don't think she likes being
Kuno,
talked to
the
from
pig's getting
behind.
pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
Take one step
Looks
closer.
like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
She means it. The fear is real.
I just want to ask you some questions.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Child, converse with me.
Murder was the case they gave me.
She's almost vanished behind the fence. Only the top of her hat remains. Okay, she does not like being spoken to, which I can respect. Okay, well, we've solved the phasmid crime. I'm so good at solving crimes, just not the correct one. Hey man, got these fuck ass
Hello,
kids to
officer.
stop.
I think I almost have it. A new trap design, that is. I know you're skeptical, but I have a good feeling about this.
I had a chat with this kid Kuno. He promised to stop stealing the locusts.
So he was just a child.
He purses his lips, crestfallen.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie. This is good news, right? It means we can try again.
She acts chipper, but something's changed in her tone. A hidden worry. Something is secretly gnawing at her confidence. It's not this Kuno kid, or the missing locusts. It's something else.
Yeah, you're right.
I think Kuno
We just
doesn't
need
want
to
Kuno
restock
be
the
a
empty trap.
Or he'll leave her behind.
Then we'll need to inspect the
Oh,
traps
that's so
one more
sad.
time. And then maybe we can.
The aging cryptozoologist breaks into a hideous coughing fit.
Darling, I told you to take it easy. You're getting sick. Maybe it's time to go home.
You're right, you're right. We can come back next season, when it's warmer.
That's just something people tell themselves when they fail.
Except enthusiastically. Maybe I can still restock the trap for you.
You can? Fine. It's better than having these people get pneumonia on the coast. But after this...
Is this the disco? I don't think so. Maybe. If you want. We did sing karaoke here earlier.
He wants to see this tale through as much as you. Otherwise, he'd have stopped this already. But he cannot let it drag out. after
Okay,
this.
something else. I'm gonna cry. I'm pretty sure we're saving lives right now.
It's too much, officer.
He starts coughing again.
What Morel means is we're grateful for your help.
She nods to her husband.
Here's a fresh fractured locust. They should slide right down the funnel. And thank you again. We will definitely mention you, should this lead to a discovery. I'm not talking co-discovery, of course, but,
Wow. Co-discovery. You'd be famous. You'd show them all. This does tingle the pleasure center. This would show them all. We need to get you on that list of discoverers. No question about that.
Thank you, Authority. I appreciate your... First struck. The trick is to remember which one it was. That's easy. The furthest fucking one. Anyway, we need to go to bed. So we are going to head over into the other area, get into our shack, head to sleep, and then we'll do that first thing in the morning. So yeah, it did feel that way. He's like handing us individual locusts. Like, holy fuck, man. Or they flew directly into my ears. Kim, let's hold hands. I think we should hold hands. Kim, do you think we should hold hands? Now that we've spent 3 straight full days together? I mean, gay days together? 3 gay days together? Without stopping to take a break from one another? I think that means we should hold hands. What do you think, Kim? Do you think it's a good idea to, you know, hold hands? Alright, time to sleep.
It's getting cold. This late in the night. Time to call it a day.
Good night, Kim. Send him away for the night.
Good night, officer. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
Sounds good. Time for bed. We can decide to shave, but I think that's a terrible fucking idea, so I won't.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
Go to sleep. Please don't dream weird. Please dream
Across
normal.
the room, the heating system hums its soft lullaby. The mattress feels soft and sheets warm. It only takes you moments for the world to fall away.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner and every street.
Recorded in you forever on Faraday.
Spinning. Tell me, am I dreaming?
No, you're spinning tapes at the discotheque.
Yay!
The great unceasing disco of the mind.
I love the disco.
The flash. The bang. The endless learning experience.
Spinning in eternity.
On and on it goes. For untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising.
I don't want to talk about our wife.
Rising.
I mean our ex-wife.
Above the dark curvature. The great wingspan of sleep.
Yay!
Behold,
Shut the fuck up.
There are millions of them down there. The first
I hate you,
time,
limbic system.
the last time. The smoke in her mouth. The plotted flowers. The faces turning, changing.
Oh, hit wrong discourse. What?
It's the world, Harry boy.
Disco. Wrong
And
disco.
you're
Oh, okay,
made
got
of
it.
Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now. You can never forget this shit.
The rain, the snow. I don't want to, it's beautiful.
Beautiful. It's stuck on loop, whirling, spitting out
Autocorrect in
words
general
and
pisses
images.
me off. Sometimes I want to... Why would he mean disco? No, of course I mean disco. Like, why the fuck would I... Exactly.
You're the son of the world again. Harristar, a ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers. Collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless, meaningless keepsakes.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
Sure, I love being an agent of the
You'll
world.
go insane if you keep going like this. One more day, and you'll be in the loony bin. I just know you will. And for what, brother man?
For the working class.
So true. For the
Solving your
working
little crossword
class.
puzzles, doing your tasks, crossing names off lists, trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
Pursue
There he
thought.
goes again. He's a real political animal,
I
Harry.
love communism.
He still doesn't see that it's the world changing around him.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
Feel the pillow under your
Beep,
cheek.
beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry.
Anything
The
to
disco
leave faster.
circus goes
Fuck you.
on and on.
I'll do
He barely
communism,
slept
but if
3
I can
hours
leave
last
now,
night.
we ball.
You can do it. It's nothing. Do it for the city. Go. Do it for the wind.
All right. Healed morale.
Rise and shine, comrade. It's time to get to work.
What's going on?
Despite all the thinking you've been doing, only 0.0001% of communism has been built. It's too great a task to undertake alone.
So
You're
true.
going to have to get organized.
We have to get Kim on board.
Organization hasn't exactly been your strong suit, historically speaking.
Let's get on
You
it.
must seek out your revolutionary brothers and sisters. Find out how much communism they've built. Then, together, maybe you'll be able to build as much as 0.0002% of communism.
Exactly what I was
But it
thinking.
won't be easy. Decades of persecution by coalition authorities have driven the remaining communists of Martinaise underground. They live underground. These communists aren't men. They're mole people.
How am I supposed to find them if they're
Let
hiding?
your nose guide you, detective.
You must mean my nose, as in my huge and highly functioning brain.
No, we meant your nose, as in that swollen muck detector in the center of your face. It just happens to be perfectly calibrated for sensing communists. We really have no idea.
Where'd I get 30
what they're
bucks?
talking about. There's no linkage between ideology and olfaction.
Have fun. Oh, okay, I'm ready. Let's get organized.
First, you'll have to locate the remaining communists in Martinaise. When you get near to someone with revolutionary potential, your nose will give you the signal to establish contact.
I will keep an eye out.
Again, no, it won't. Any olfactory response you perceive will be strictly psychosomatic.
Come here, buddy. Sniff out the communists.
You should begin by interrogating those lawless malcontents at the Dock Workers Union. They're an obvious place to start.
All right, let's get to it.
Here we go. Wake, brave worker. 'Tis no time for bed. Fight till there's no slaves below, and no masters o'erhead.
So true. Based. Let's get out of here. I'm not doing that, probably. Hi. Good morning. Hi. Hi. Okay. Let's go refill the trap, like I said I was going to. And then there's that weird thing over by there that we could also look at. We could also ask the wind what it thinks we should do. No shame in asking the wind, I should think. I guess we could finish this too, but I feel like we're a bit stuck. There's this, which I feel like we can open,
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot.
We will come back to that, perhaps. Our interfacing is a bit low. It's probably not time.
The reeds dance slowly around the empty trap. The trap's netting trembles. No insect sounds or movement anywhere.
Release the locust into the
The
empty trap.
locusts, dazed from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate to their new surroundings. They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
Good. Now that's done. When can we get to our impending apocalypse of a murder investigation? Don't answer that. It was a rhetorical question.
He doesn't want to. But if there is one more cryptozoological runaround, he must force the investigation back on track. This better be it.
Now report to Lena in the Whirling. We will do that in a minute. We will go look at the billboard really quick, I think, just to get us back on track a little. Let's go this way. Not too on track. I don't mind doing all the side shit, so long as it's something to do. Time needs to pass somehow, certainly. I think it's this one. It is, and they are so back.
The once bright mural
Oh,
towers above
thank
you,
God.
saying,
Okay. I'm gonna save anyway, just in case. Can we get Kino at the crypto wealth? So true. He could check the traps for us, so Kim doesn't have to get so pissy about us
The
doing
once
other
bright
shit.
mural towers above you, saying, "Fell electrical." Suddenly, there's a sigh, carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it.
Where does it go?
In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
What is happening?
She's down there.
Say, I think she's down there, below this building.
Okay. Why?
We've looked everywhere else.
Right. How do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
There's a ladder next to the sign. Perhaps you can climb it, enter through the roof.
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
There has to be a way to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe. Brute force is safe. Look around and find something to break if the ladder fails.
Come on, buddy. There you go. Can we get in through this?
An old pipe peeks out from beneath the rotten boards of the boardwalk. Could this be an
Oh, we're
alternative
getting
path
somewhere.
into the
Thank
fell
God. Come closer and look in. No, that
Your
ladder looked
eyes
like ass.
slowly begin to adjust to the darkness inside the drainage pipe. The lieutenant looks over your shoulder.
Could we get into the filled building through this pipe?
Given that this isn't a martial arts thriller, it's highly unlikely, and not without risk to our health either. However, the pipe suggests there may be an entrance to the basement around.
The lieutenant pushes aside the reeds and looks around.
The lieutenant's face lights up. He doesn't usually notice these little
Everyone
things.
is Doggy declined. Okay, doggy, sorry.
And it's right here. A maintenance door.
He points to a rusted metal door to the right of the pipe, obscured by the reeds.
Oh yeah. Big boy time. This needs you to put your back into it.
What's in
An
there?
ordinary drainage pipe. Darkness.
Okay, what else?
As your eyes adjust, you see some trash. Crumpled up newspapers, cigarette butts. Someone has half-heartedly spray-painted skulls on the right side.
So true.
And nothing. Broken glass from bottles
Broke into
thrown
communist
against the walls
apartment.
of the pipe.
Broke
A
bookstore
syringe.
door. Okay, let me save.
Behind the pipe. You and the lieutenant.
Yeah. It'll be a minute, everybody. How's everyone's day? But surely this time.
Behind
Sorry,
the pipe.
doggy.
You and the
Alright, this time for sure. This time for sure. No question about it, it will surely be this time in which we succeed.
Behind
I mean, why
the
wouldn't
pipe.
we?
You and the
I mean, why wouldn't we this time? This time, surely, we will succeed. No reason not to, after all.
behind the pipe. The
All
metal
right!
is heavy, and the flaking rust hurts your palms. But together with the lieutenant, you manage to slide them open just enough to squeeze in.
Good work. Shall we?
Of course. Yay! Woohoo! Yippee! That must be the exit. You should take out your flashlight. Okay. I will. This overturned table is covered in orange mildew, crawling with something. This collapse nearly sealed the basement. One can barely squeeze by. Antiquated office furniture. Last century, maybe? Oh, so we can go in there. Oh, okay. Well, I don't actually want to do that yet. Okay. Brought down and forgotten so long ago. Old file folders in the cart. Documents silvery with mold. A series of thick, dusty panes of glass. In the beam of the flashlight, a crevice in the wall. That looks kind of like us. What's this? Ooh. Stop! A commie hat? We're putting it on. Hell yeah, brother! And this is our commie jacket. It's kind of ugly though, so we'll put the shitty disco one on. Oh god, we're naked. Put that back on.
This hat is so soft, so warm. It wraps around your head, and your mind.
And the hat?
with
Absolutely
all manner
not.
of socio-economic theory.
This is an Ushanka, right? Pat the hat.
Kraz Mazov would have worn this Yushenka.
So true.
Mazov knew where to cook those thoughts. That's why it bears a Mazov.
Exactly, exactly.
Glory to the revolution, comrade. Whether you like it or not, wearing this hat has made you more communist.
I love being more communist. Thank you so much. Revolutionary propaganda on the bunk bed. Ancient flyers and brochures. These pots and plates are full of dust and spiderwebs. The same slit window you saw from outside.
A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man.
Yes,
amateurishly depicted,
yes!
Gazes at you with sad eyes. The plaque reads, K. Mazov. There is a spiderweb in the lower left corner of the portrait.
Brush the dust off the portrait.
Years' worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair, matched by an ample moustache and sideburns, look a bit silly.
But admirable.
Someone crouches, heels digging into wet sand. Hands sweep across the sand, grains sticking to the frayed skin of the fingertips. An old man sits on a slab of concrete and taps his fingers against the glass of a scope. You shudder.
Look, Kim, it's Comrade Bazaar.
Yes, I can see that. Looks like some communists were hiding out here. They left a long time ago.
He is not as into this as we are.
The lieutenant does not seem to share your enthusiasm.
Oh shit, happy 905, everybody. Maybe we should move in here. Could someone have stopped through here recently?
You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
He looks at the dust. Thank you for your happy 905s. They are appreciated as always. And yours as well, of course. I would like to leave. This game is so hard to fucking navigate, it's not even funny. Footprints. It's fine, I'm doing detective work. It's getting louder, the buzzing sound. Hold on, you gotta look everywhere. A concrete pipe buried in sand and dust. Oh, fuck off. I can get there faster. I don't want to think right now. I'll get back to that in a minute. The tunnel collapsed. So I have to find another way around. That's so funny. My bad. Shouldn't have gone back. I was like, footprints. Let's follow them. And it was like the correct option. Anyway. Buck 15. That's what we like to see. 40. Say no more.
Suddenly,
oh shit.
Your entire body is paralyzed.
What the hell?
Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse.
Says the shadowy figure by the machine.
Can't say it's a pleasure, officer.
What the fuck is that, dude? I don't know.
Not to make your acquaintance, but here we are.
The voice coming through the whirlwind of pain is not malicious. She doesn't want to hurt you, but she has to. Doesn't wish to hurt you, not according to your ear canals. Wait, no, not even your ear canals. This is going directly into your neural pathways.
I guess cover my ears.
No, buddy, that's not going to help. You can't shield yourself from this. It's an entirely
am I gonna
new
die?
type of experience. Way worse than all the previous ones. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
You're under arrest, I guess.
Really now? Check this out.
She turns the dial in her hand.
You're over
oh my god!
A new surge of violent static. It feels like a blood vessel exploding in your brain.
What's happening to me?
I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
I saw your equations. It's the Ulan frequency.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected as much. I am a bit surprised you knew what you were looking at.
You should probably check on Kim. That's what good partners do.
Look back at Kim.
Behind you, officer.
Eyes closed, Lieutenant is doubled over. He's still alive and breathing.
A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale. Literally
we just
crunch
want to
the
talk,
distance
please.
across it.
Yeah. We don't even know that she's done the crime, really.
Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
Fuck, I'm losing my mind now.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
He gestures towards something with great effort.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world. At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude.
Girl, please!
That's why you may be hearing some
I'm
numbers.
scared!
But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
She's been holed up in here for a while with no one to talk to. Keep her talking, and you just might get an opportunity to break you loose.
Okay, then we'll say it all. What is this goddamn pail anyway?
It's the end of the world.
How did you get your hands on this thing?
I built it myself.
She nods toward her torture device.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Oh yeah. Way beyond.
The quantum of an alcohol. So true. Excellent theory. She studies her death ray and the law officials trapped in it. Will I stay like this forever?
No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream.
Have you experienced the compressor yourself?
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed
Ethical?
it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
This is all great, but let's talk about the man who was killed.
Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not cops, and of herself merely as prey.
Could you turn it down so I can ask you
If
something?
you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
It's 8 in the morning. It's 8 a.m. I don't need to hear all that. The lieutenant clutches his head, grimacing.
God damn it.
She regards you and Kim with sudden sympathy.
Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
She steps reluctantly out of the shadows. The pain lessens.
Well, it doesn't feel much better, but you can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much.
Well, that's good.
Just keep her talking.
Ah,
You'll
shit.
get through this.
Destroy the machine. Oh, okay. How did you know we were coming?
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while.
For hiding bullets under floorboards?
So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised.
Her tone is bitter. She thinks she's been betrayed.
She didn't rat you out, by the way, Isabel, the washerwoman.
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my back.
As opposed to the other knives she's finding there now. Hardy for one.
Why hide the bullet,
This
though?
could have turned out pretty bad for me if you hadn't walked right into 25 bands of ultra-high frequency.
So she was gonna kill herself, just like we said.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit. It was dark in the shack. The waves outside had calmed down. She looked at the loaded gun. Then she cracked the barrel open and took the bullet out. Not today.
Did you shoot Lily?
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching.
Oh, well, I
Though
don't
doubt that
give a
makes
fuck
much of
about that.
difference to you.
It actually does.
Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
You're right, Classia was the first to share her suspicions.
I knew the kitten had claws, but not like this. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
Titus told me. It took some convincing.
Oh, fuck. Took some convincing my ass. And those guys liked me, I know it. This is what happens to people whom people like.
A dull despair is creeping into her voice.
How the fuck do the rest of you get by?
Wasn't it you who called me the human can opener? It's not personal. I opened them up.
I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me. Fuck them all the same.
That did make her forgive them. A little.
I do it by asking questions, and I have some
like
for you.
What? I already told you I didn't do it.
Okay, but you might know who
A
did.
strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself.
Did you say that Lily was a likable person?
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types.
They really had a they care about you. Yeah, it took us fucking forever to get that shit out. Okay, you don't feel sympathy for mercs. It's hard work. Do you feel protective of the We'll
Plenty
do.
of broken people who don't come with that kind of body count. Besides, they're paid well for what they do.
Did you feel protective of the Union?
Yeah, sure. And I didn't like Wild Pines sending in those foreign hirelings. Me and a fuck ton of other people around here.
She didn't hate him, okay?
I have other questions.
I'm listening.
Do you have an alibi for when Lily was shot?
Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon me.
How long was it? I don't remember. It wasn't, I think it was 10 minutes, wasn't it? There were 10 minutes they couldn't have found it.
You mean the length of a toilet break? That wouldn't even have been enough time.
Our investigation winced from the pain has shown that 15 minutes was just enough time to commit the murder.
Wow. Now I'm curious. Please, explain.
Want me to check? No big deal. I've already committed. Not a huge deal. She didn't seem to care. There's a secret way from the first floor of the whirling to the roof.
Don't know it, but also...
She frowned, studying your face.
The shot couldn't have come from the roof, or we would have all heard it downstairs.
She has a point there. No one mentioned.
The pain stops him from finishing the sentence.
That didn't go super well. You've got to lay something better on her.
You have a gun.
And?
Where did you get it?
The gun store.
What gun
Trigger
store?
Happy Jacks.
Really? That doesn't sound like the name of a store.
What did you think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that kind of gal.
I can't quite tell what kind of gun is it.
A knocked-away 80 front loader. 2-barreled. Not really what you were looking for, I'm guessing.
There's other evidence I want to ask you about.
Evidence.
Do you like to hang out on rooftops?
Who doesn't? Oh, you probably mean Claudia's rooftop. Sure, I've hung out there. She's got this great antenna.
Is that the only reason you hung out on the roof?
The view's pretty bomb, too. But you might say the antenna was the main attraction there, yeah. Along with Claudia.
What's so great about her antenna?
It's very powerful. I used it to tune into RCM frequencies. That's how I knew to be prepared for your arrival.
So you're sure you didn't shoot the merc from the roof?
Yes, I'm sure. And anyway, as I said before, the shot had to have come from afar.
Okay, let's take a step back.
Yeah? Where?
More questions before doing anything.
Okay. Who killed the merc if it wasn't you?
How should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him, and there hasn't been any useful gossip over the radio.
Police radio? You've been following the case?
Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there, in Claus's room, lying on his side. He was still warm, but the bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long while.
He was certainly really dead when we got here.
Claudia didn't want to turn the lamp on. She was afraid of another shot.
What happened Sunday night? Tell me your version.
She eyes you warily, as though gauging your sincerity.
It's okay. We just want to...
He struggles to finish the sentence.
All right, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardy and the boys over a few beers, like always. Then Claudia comes in, all pale and shuddering. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her.
And what did she say?
She asked me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor, dead. I knew she couldn't get the authorities involved, so yeah.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
How did you manage to come up with a plan so quickly?
What? No. Faking a lynching was her idea.
She looks shaken. She wasn't surprised to be ratted out. but framed.
Her idea?
Yeah, in cold blood. It really surprised me how quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once
The
we
plot
got up there.
thickens.
It was like she was another person. The party girl was gone. She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around his neck to fake lividity. Then she dressed him while I went to get the Hardy Boys.
Showerhead, resourceful.
Yeah. I wasn't sure whether to admire her.
So true, guys, so
or be
true.
Disturbed.
Do you think she killed Lily herself?
As I keep telling you cops, we didn't hear anything downstairs.
Okay,
No
sure,
gunshots,
maybe it wasn't a
nothing.
gun then. I don't know.
But even if this is true, weren't you worried this lynching might lead to...
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions either way. Although the way things are going...
She doesn't want to talk about this, but not because she has something to hide. She doesn't want the guilt.
Fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me.
If you didn't kill him, why
I
hide?
saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent.
That strange, distant fear is getting close now. It's a fear of yourself.
What do you mean, La Puta Madre agent?
Yes, you. Everyone says you're his peon, his human can opener.
Who? Oh! Oh shit!
Through the sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the lieutenant mumble something to himself.
Heal yourself now! I'm talking, what did I get this about? LMAO! So true. That's a good one.
It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Who's everyone? How do you know
Everyone
this?
in Jamrock. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for you?
La Puta Madre. I've heard of La Puta Madre. He's dangerous, right?
Is that a joke or a threat? I'm guessing
Oh,
both.
dude, I love the fucking cat eating chips. Stop. That's such a good one, too. And Kirby dancing as well. No, that was a real question.
Yeah, sure.
She doesn't believe
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to you soon enough.
you. A man in a white suit walks through a garden coaxed from soil that had once
Love you, cat eating
become
chips. Maybe it's that weird guy with the
closed
wig
from
on.
the rest of the city by dark buildings. Rows and rows of poppies, most of which have lost their pink bloom, flank his steps. The man looks around, then up at the sky, sighs.
Oh. Maybe?
Taken
I
as
don't
a
think
knife,
so.
He crouches at the end of one flower bed. He scores a seapod, very gently. Milky sap begins to ooze out. The pain comes over you again.
What did you do to this Madre anyway?
You know what I did. I fucked him over. And now I have Harry Can Opener in my lair. Fucking Titus.
She's not going to change her mind that easily. She still perceives you as a threat. Wait, one thing. Possibly small, but she said you roll into town. Was that you singular or plural? She might know something.
When I came to town, was there anyone with me?
Yeah, you had your death squad with you. What happened to them anyway?
Who was in the squad?
Well, it wasn't this scrawny dude. You had two guys and a lady. The guys looked pretty buff. Lady wasn't bad either.
What else can you tell
One
me?
of the guys seemed chipper, a blonde. The other had a
The weird wig
something or
guy!
other about him. And the woman was the only one in uniform. All were carrying. That sound about right?
Satellite
Fuck
officer
if I
Victor
know.
looks out of the window grimly, then puts his coffee down and turns to Patrol Officer Minot. We could either take a room here in the whirling or go home for today. Let's go home, Jean. Nothing's going to happen today, she responds quietly.
Ha ha! Got his ass!
Cool
I knew
times.
he was wearing a fucking wig! I think I know them. They're in Martinez.
Fantastic. I've got to get on the road. Then you can go find your friends. Unless you have anything pressing to ask me.
Do you know about the bunker next
What
door?
bunker?
It's just a bunker. Have you been
Don't
there?
know anything about it. No one's been around since I set up camp. But I'm sure I'm not the first vagabond to...
Her voice trails off into white noise in your head. It feels like an aneurysm approaching. Shut the fuck up. Oh shit. Did I die? Oops, I fucking died.
White noise becomes
Or something.
more overwhelming
Oh, I
closer to the
didn't.
compressor.
I didn't
Feels
die.
like
I
the pain is
lived!
swelling up in your skull.
Hold very still. Oh shit. Shut the fuck up.
There. I told you it's best not to move.
Gam! That's okay, we're alive, we're alive. Just try not to collapse.
I know this isn't very fun for you, so let's wrap this up. You have a tribunal to attend.
Do you know something about the tribunal the mercenaries are planning?
Tribunal is an awfully fancy word for what they're going to do. But yeah, I was listening to their frequency. They've finished their investigation. Now they're gonna put on a show before meting out punishment. Even though those assholes gave me up, I'm worried for the boys. And you, watch out for yourselves. You seem to have a habit of walking into traps.
They're planning to set up a trap for us?
I'm guessing you don't know that a third mercenary has come to town just in time for the tribunal.
What?
Now you do.
Now I have a third one to fucking worry about?
Third. Oh, this is bad.
No kidding, kid.
As
Damn.
I said, watch out.
She nods.
The pain is becoming unbearable.
Just go.
Glad
fuck.
to have been of assistance. Best of luck to you, officers. Revishal's a bitch.
The woman runs past you and disappears into the darkness of the tunnel.
Damn. My hat.
All things considered, it could have gone worse.
Wait, shouldn't we go after her?
No, I don't think she did it. She's someone else's case now.
What now?
Now we have to come up with a really good excuse for why we walked right into a trap like that. This isn't going to look good in the report.
He looks around and points further into the cavern.
Like that. Maybe there's something in there.
Can we like destroy this thing? Or something, you know what I mean? Like, fuck. Cooking utensils. She has prepared herself porridge with bananas. $8! Wow. Dark water trails in the distance. There's no way out. $8. Wow.
The plain red tent stands by dispassionately.
Look inside.
The tent looks old, but well maintained. In the darkness of the tent, a rolled up sleeping bag, cooking utensils, some books, and a kerosene lamp.
Shine your flashlight on the books.
Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship. You also see a collection of radio enthusiast
Free books for you.
magazines.
See anything?
The lieutenant peeks in over your shoulder. Shift to the
Rager
magazines.
Monthly, Journal of Material Science. More Technological Digest. One of the magazines doesn't have images on the cover. It's not a magazine. It's a leather notebook.
A notebook.
You pocket the worn brown leather journal. A trusted friend left behind.
We should read this immediately. Like, right now.
Alright, damn. Really excited to read this journal. Let me just look at this really quick. Journal.
A thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used to carry it around in their back pocket.
Examine the
It's
cover.
made of full-grain leather. The lower left corner of the back cover sports an embossed brand name, Schneller. This was important to her when it was still hers.
Unwind the strap.
The journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages have been filled.
Study the
The
handwriting.
large cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently.
Flip through the
It's
pages.
a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated.
It's good she left in a hurry. We could learn a lot from this.
What kinds of logistics?
Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact information, quantities, directions.
There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish this.
What are the diagrams of?
Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor, sketches, calculations of distance and density. You make out a familiar spiral shape.
Anything personal?
Short, wry observations of people and places.
I'm glad they were
Probably
fair
a
about
way
it
to
and
pass
gave us
the
a bunch
time
of health
on the
right
road.
after. Not that I'll
Also,
use it.
what appears to be attempts to sort through some difficult decisions. There are a few passages with many questions in them. Staff issues. Always tough on the leadership. You smell traces of betrayal.
How far back do the entries go?
The first entry is from August 2nd of last year. It reads simply, I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. Remember, no one is indispensable.
What did she write the day Lily
Nothing
died?
on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this. Loyal to a fault. But that's another matter entirely. You have no idea what she means. These are personal notes. Don't expect to understand all of it.
Damn. Miss you, logic. You think about La Puta Madre.
That name isn't mentioned as far as you can tell.
No mention of La Puta Madre.
What about this M? Could this be La Puta Madre? Here, March 9th and March 15th.
Read the entry from March 9th first.
Great. M's peon is coming to town. No doubt to investigate the lynching.
Okay, that's definitely
But also,
him.
I feel it in my gut to finally put a bullet in my head while I'm napping in my lorry or on a smoke break. Well, I won't stick around just to twist my own neck by constantly looking over my shoulder. Then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call? Were you supposed to find her, even apart from the investigation then? On M's request? No, you wouldn't do something like this. This must be a mistake. You didn't follow through. You should have shot her in the head.
This is a coincidence. I would never kill people for my boss.
The thought steadies your nerves. The journal stops shaking in your hand.
Read the entry from March 12th.
Been holed up here for 3 days now.
What the fuck is happening? Yes,
I
let's
don't know when I'll
go.
be able to leave, or if I'll be ratted out. They will rat me out, of course. I've made it a point to believe in the best in people, the boys, for example. But experience tells me, did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people, they'd take measures to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measures, first of all. Gotta make a living, right? I can still hear his voice in the receiver. Taste the plastic. The entry ends abruptly. That must have been one hell of a conversation.
What's the most recent entry?
The most recent entry is from today. It reads, even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run. Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning.
It looks like she might have been framed.
The lieutenant taps on the
That
page.
would be a first, or a fourth. But who's counting, he thinks. Very rarely does anyone actually get framed.
If she didn't do it, then maybe it's good that we didn't catch her.
I wouldn't go so far as to say that. We have other reasons to arrest her.
Not arbitrary.
Besides, I'm not sure her life as a fugitive is going to be much better than we does. Especially if she has problems with the Madre.
Kim, am I really a Puta Madre agent?
No, I don't think you are. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be sure.
He truly does not believe you are. Perhaps he shouldn't be so trusting.
Then who do you think killed Merc?
Could have been Titus. Then again...
But no one heard the shot. T-Man won't fuck me over.
Hardy boy
So true.
we've yet to meet, who acted as his accomplice. Either way, we need to keep an eye on him. One thing is for certain. We have business back in the whirling in rags.
That
Questions
we
to
do.
ask. Let's be careful, though. The tip she gave us about the tribunal was disturbing.
I agree. Okay. When you get the chance, call your station to find out more if you dare. Okay, I will. Silencer? That's true, but silencers don't really work perfectly. You know what I mean? Anyway, there's an entire other section upstairs. Anyway, it's crazy that they considered this a trap because, one, I didn't see it coming at fucking all, and the characters were, like, upset that that happened. And second of all, the glass is covered with grime and dust. You can barely see out. It was so hard to get there. Like, I can't even imagine. Ooh. The central support beam has been destroyed by artillery fire. Huh. Well, that was fucking useless. Well, I don't know. Felt useless. Let's get out of here. Alright. We'll head back. Well, I actually want to look at the bunker really quick. Because maybe it'll be like a little... Because it's interfacing, and that's like a brain thing, so maybe with more information.
An old door, worn by elements.
Alright, see ya. I'm gonna put this shit away. I hate the flashlight. It pisses me off. Alright, Kim, let's head out. $40. We are so good at hoarding money. And Gart can't have any of it. Fuck you. Hate your ass, Gart. I bet he's the killer. 'Cause he sucks. Ooh, what's that? Probably nothing interesting. Let's just move on. Doesn't fucking matter. Let's be realistic. Hey. I will stop by the car on the way in. Wouldn't that be crazy if we were some kind of crazy criminal guy? What a situation to be in. Still missing Salami Guy. I know he was here only once and he wasn't much of a conversationalist, but I enjoyed his company, tells us.
Stop. Now. It is time.
For what?
Crisis. Death. You can feel it in your blue soul.
What am I supposed to do?
Arm yourself with anything you can, unless you have nothing. Because you didn't find your lost gun?
Yeah, I didn't.
Then just walk to your death.
What?
I can talk you out of it, whatever it is.
Okay, thank you, Rhetoric.
You're too likable to die.
So true suggestion. I'm not sure I feel ready for what lies ahead.
Then you'd better get ready. Whatever happens, I've got your back.
Do you mean that, Kim? Do you want to make out? Well, I guess I'll get... I'll get this out. I feel like that feels good. It's a good... It's a solid...
I'm all out of shits to give, loincloth. Welcome to the fucking wreck.
Oh, wow. Ah! Ah! Okay, I thought my brain was like fucking with me a little bit. It turns out my brain wasn't fucking with me. Oh fuck! It does feel a little bit like an ending. Don't freak out.
Put your damn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through. All right?
Where's the third?
Shut up! You're not gonna talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
Okay, what's going on here? The lieutenant raises his left hand.
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
The Kipt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think we should just kill everyone, Corty.
What the fuck? Why? That's crazy.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the
Oh,
middle
hey,
of
there's
the
the
street.
third one.
This isn't a frontier town or a jungle outpost.
On the side here. You can't see my cursor. on the left. I didn't see it at first. I didn't think anything of it. Anyway.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement.
I'm a
Ain't that
union
right,
head, I'm
Bill?
gonna be honest.
He is facing overwhelmingly superior firepower, and he knows it.
Peaceful.
It sounds like the armored figure is weeping.
Fuck, she was right. That must be the third mercenary.
The lieutenant is genuinely worried for his life. You should consult him before getting in there.
What do we do?
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene.
I wasn't really ready. I kind of wanted to talk to Lena about the bugs. Let's walk away for now. We have to intervene. Are you kidding? They'll kill each other. Stop, this is the police. Get between them.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking...
It's only been 4 days! He licks his lips, waving his gun at the crowd, losing his balance for a moment. He staggers backward.
I think he's calmed down a bit.
Thank you, empathy.
No, he didn't. He's about to open fire.
No, he's calming down. I can talk to him.
You can't think that way now. This is serious.
Look, man!
Pig, fuck!
The voice from beneath the helmet interrupts your thoughts. You can only make out the last word. Easy, no one needs to die here today.
No, people are gonna die today. We're
Why,
not doing it like
though?
this. These tribals hung him up for everyone to see.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle. The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. You feel your fists contract as you stand there between these men, all carrying real weapons.
I don't know what to do.
It's okay. Soften him up
Okay.
and trust the others to attack if it comes to that. Make him talk. Present an argument.
Okay.
Even if it comes to a fight, it's always a good idea to drag it out.
So true. Excellent point suggestion.
Peace. Always peace.
Okay.
It has worked thus far.
Rhetoric?
Start with the first idea you have. Move down from that. Please.
We're not gonna make it, okay. Why did I not find my gun? Just stand there. You've brought back up from out of town. Listen, they didn't do it. You're all drunk. Look at yourselves. Oh god, I'm sick to my fucking stomach. Okay, go.
Alright.
Wow! Okay.
This is an illegal tribunal.
Yes!
Grenell would not sanction this. Who's the
Gulp and
commanding
say no.
officer? Take your pick.
Yeah! Okay. Just a question. Who's in charge of your unit after the death of your colonel?
I am a Grinnell major with over 15 years of live combat experience. When my colonel gets hanged by clay monkeys,
Maybe we
I
should have
lead the platoon
killed
on a
him earlier.
retaliation strike.
So you are the highest ranking of the three of you.
Nah, I just have the biggest gun.
He raps on his armored barrel-like chest. Hold on, what's the highest ranking, Colonel? As the leader of this group, reconsider your actions. This does not need to end in bloodshed. What's the highest ranking, Colonel?
King Reaper.
Okay, never mind. It wanted us.
You're right. But you see, I want it to end in bloodshed.
But why? But why?
It's not much, but he's thinking about something else, and his hand is off the gun.
Okay, so true,
This
rhetoric.
did something.
Let's we're slaying right now, rhetoric.
Easy now. Tell them these men didn't do it. There's a peaceful way out.
Okay, so true, rhetoric. We will do that. They didn't do it.
Who did?
I don't know. I just need a little time to figure it out.
Time? You had time to fuck around in that church, to run errands for your union chief. I saw you.
I've actually been doing cryptozoology. You just have to stall for Ruby to hopefully do something, which I doubt she'll do.
Time is up, Loincloth. Give me an...
I don't know! It wasn't Ruby. It could have been Klaasje, but she was there when it happened. Titus he's got an alibi. I think it's somebody else. There's no way it was any of the people we've met so far. I don't know.
How fucking convenient.
He was shot from a great distance. A sniper did it. Point to the enemy. It was one of you. I don't know. No one heard the gunshot. I guess a sniper did it.
You think I'm fucking stupid, cop? What?
I was hoping a little.
Here, right now, huh?
No.
How about the kid? Tell me.
Hey.
Magic fucking sniper. One more.
Okay,
listen, please. This cop and this drumhead cop marshal won't decide who.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna shoot her.
Why doesn't he believe me?
Your mind grinds to a halt.
She wasn't even there.
He pulled
No!
a plume of
Oh
smoke
my
erupts
God!
from the muzzle. The shot rings in your ears, a low, tinny ring. Then the Hardy Boys yell something.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
The woman grabs her left side. She's down. Her white shirt soaks a blood red around her abdomen. She gasps for air.
This.
The man starts pulling something out from his pocket.
Gene! Cancel Lizzie! Now!
Oh my God!
Of course, nothing bad will happen. Talk about his dead friend. He seems stable enough to
Am I sure? He's already shot one person?
Even better, it will further destabilize him, cost him time, and maybe even...
Suggestion, fuck!
Don't fucking talk to me about my brother, Loincloth.
He squeezes the words out from between clamped lips, his hand on the pistol.
Okay, yes. Immediate failure. Things are worse now. He's observing your every motion carefully.
Where's Klaasje? She can explain
Who
this.
the fuck is that?
I don't know. The woman was with him when he died.
The woman upstairs. Where is she?
She left.
Oh, okay, it had to be her. There's no shot that it wasn't. The manager calls down, Gar, what the hell are you doing here?
What am I doing? My fucking establishment is under fire. You know how much windows cost?
I hate you so much! What do you mean she left?
She left. Her room's cleaned out. Right before these assholes showed up.
We should have arrested her.
The lieutenant whispers, his eyes still on the armed mercenaries.
You can feel how upset he is with himself. Just for a
Me
second.
too.
Then the fear takes over and he's back in the moment.
Hey, Bushman! Your little cunt isn't gonna help you out of this one.
We trust him. I'm so pissed off. You're all drunk. I don't know.
Yes.
Your judgment is impaired. You'll regret this.
Nah. I'm clear as day. Fucking government-ordained super soldier.
Enough already! What is this? We didn't come here to fucking chat!
Interrupt me again and I will execute you on the spot, Lance Corporal.
The outburst is accompanied by yellowish saliva around his mouth. Oh god, we're running out of fucking options. The Wild Pines rep does not approve of this.
You think I care what that company cunt thinks?
That's a bad idea. Wild Pines is not going to forgive you massacring a bunch of innocent
The man
people.
stares at you with bloodshot eyes, a bull ready to charge. He's not listening, but looking for an opening.
Okay, let me just say one thing.
Fucking waste this fuck!
The woman squawks. You've brought back up from out of town?
Oh, yeah. That's rude. Rude, the killer, Owen Cloven. He doesn't talk much.
All of you cunts inside out.
The killer?
The gunner. The raddest. The killer.
He points to the... Okay, he gestures... The gunner is him. The raddest is the woman. And then the killer is the other scary guy.
What do you think he does?
Kills? He kills?
Marred loincloth. He fucks natives up. Soldier of the apocalypse style.
Oh my god, why did I not find my lost gun? Just stand
Watch
there.
that loincloth. I can't hear you. Sounds like you got your mouth full of dick. Rude.
Shit, this is it. Tell him anything. Tell him you have more information.
Kill me and you'll never find out who killed your brother. I've been withholding information. Is she Kuno's mom? Why is she talking about LMAO? So true.
Rude. Kill him.
Ah!
The porcelain man raises
Dodge
his
the
rifle
shot!
and takes aim at you. His hands are steady, and the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly.
I guess dodge!
The shot moves and you stumble. Something violently tugs at your shoulder, pushing you backwards with incredible force.
Okay. Kim, get out of the way!
A volcano of burning pain.
Oh no, we didn't. It's 10 a.m. I'm not sure. Yeah.
The pain flows over your entire body like an awful shock. A grim knowing rises from within. Half of your body must be gone.
God, please.
The lieutenant says quietly without trembling. He aims, face pale.
Then, 2 shots ring and you hear a scream. But you're too hurt to see who got hit.
Who screamed?
Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Blood gushes out of them like red geysers. Oh God, watch out. You see 2 cold eyes looking at you through all the smoke and panic, and a pistol raised, aiming at your chest, point blank. Then the man squeezes the trigger.
Look him in the eye. Evade? I don't know. It's virtually impossible. Okay. Okay, go ahead. Am I dead?
You can't. There is no time. Something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire, and your legs can't support you. You fall down like a rag doll. The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Everything goes dark.
What the fuck do I do? So everything should no. I mean, what am I tried every option. I had to have fucked something up earlier in the game. I thought I had more time. What do I see?
You're bleeding out.
Nothing. Darkness. Blurring lights of pain. Out of it, a silhouette emerges, crouching over you, a familiar voice filled with urgency and fear. I can't see anything.
Stay with me. You hear me? Stay awake. Look at me.
But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds ever more distant. And a cold comes over you. The lieutenant, too, is somewhere far away, almost gone. When suddenly, you sense something behind him. A shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising his pistol at him.
Oh, thank God. Kim truly trusts you?
He's pushing down on your wound with both hands.
Kim!
No, you scream. Behind you, from your bloody lips, your eyes
How to
full
end is
of
going?
fear. There is no room for hesitation. The lieutenant turns around and fires, his body falling on yours in the course of the motion. You hear a roar of pain, a death scream. The sound disappears like someone pressed stop on the tape. The hulking figure, too, is gone. And so is Kim. And the whole world.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
No, you have to let me go back.
Fight? There is no fight. The fight is over. It was lost 1,000 years
No,
ago.
you have to let me go
have
back.
laid here
There's no fucking shot.
falling.
Stop, limbic system. I'm going back if it kills me,
He's
man.
not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Of the hours, hurting, moaning in his sleep, and rotting, and being disinfected, and smelling
No,
of
surely we
drugs
can come back,
and
right?
Saliva in his mouth, drifting in painkillers, thrashing in his warm sleep.
He can't go. Not before the case is
So true, Volition. Pull me back.
Hours turn to days.
Come on.
We could. We will get up again.
Surely.
And go through
Had to
it
go back at this
again,
point.
again. Finally, we know what the infernal engine was outside. The clarion call. It was him. He is the infernal engine. He never stops. He only gets worse.
Is Kim alive? Are we alive? What's going on? Remember when the game ended when we got to a trash
You
can?
see the lieutenant's familiar
Oh.
shape in the orange jacket. It turns double, then triple.
Kim.
From the pain.
Kim.
Sunrise, Parabellum.
The lieutenant says. He's in the middle of a freshly cleaned room, with the fan above his head like a halo. His face is covered in bruises. What happened?
What happened? We tried to take the diplomatic route and hoped they wouldn't attack first. They did. The major gave the command.
What happened then?
As retaliation, the rifleman shot you. He hit with his carabine. I was looking for a clear line of sight. When I found it,
Oh, new skill point. Hi, new skill point.
I shot and wounded him, while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me. He did not survive.
There's a pause.
This is not the first person to die in his place. He goes on.
Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo died before they made it to intensive care. Titus died in a hospital yesterday.
Titus!
Alain and the young musician, I forget his name, they are all that's left. Yes,
Nod.
you were bleeding out by then. You warned me. I was able to disarm Cortana before he got the jump on me.
Thank you. Although
I was not able to kill him, as I should have. Crenel took him.
The
A
lieutenant...
stray bullet killed the Pole, though. And that's what happened.
How many casualties on the Union side total?
6. Glenn, Theo, Shanky, Angus. The fat one, he took a lot of bullets. And Titus. And Elizabeth too.
Oh.
Elizabeth Beaufort was her name.
She
the
didn't.
gardener.
She didn't make it.
No, she bled out before Everard's surgeon could help her. Everard sent his personal doctor, but a costly loss for the Union. She was being trained for leadership.
If I would have presented the theory better to their
She
leader.
never had a chance. She should not have been there in the first place. There was no way.
Oh my god, it's 10 o'clock. Fuck off.
Stop this line of thought now. You're too broken for ghosts.
And the major.
He's in a private hospital across the river. Cornell claimed him from the local butcher shop where Titus died. Turns out he's insured.
There is unveiled anger in his voice.
We won't get to him anymore. The good news is he's not coming here either. I did some damage.
I thought you only smoked one a day.
This is the one.
Titus is dead?
Yes.
He pulls on his cigarette intently. And that's...
All.
He nods. An absolute disaster. I don't see how it could have gone any better, to be honest with you.
Let's face it, officer. It could have gone a little better. You could have been armed. It was my mistake too. I should have attacked.
He was afraid.
I don't know. I wouldn't have attacked even if I had had a gun.
But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The Hornets did not get into the beehive. The worst scenario has not materialized. Yet.
Maybe I could have used that gun that we got from the store. Or hidden in the attic or whatever. Do you think it was usable?
And we are still alive. Both of us.
That's true. So true,
He
Ken.
did not expect you both to survive once you stepped between those two armies.
What did you say? Sunrise.
Sunrise parabellum. Sunrise, prepare for war. It's an old revolutionary saying.
Is it war today?
The gates of the harbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. Apocalyptic violence is yet to erupt. I am relieved to
I don't know. That was pretty fucking bad. He looks out the window.
I think we may have held it off for now. Barely.
Good.
Yes, we have also completely failed. But that's okay.
I suppose so. The room, it's clean.
Mr. Gart cleaned it. It took him an entire day.
How long have I been out?
2 days. In and out. You've been up enough to take Dramamine and curse. And drink water.
Ouch.
It's not ouch time yet. You just got the Dramamine pill an hour ago. Wait until it wears off.
The piss jacket, Kim, you took it off?
Yes. The joke wasn't funny anymore. I took it off.
How bad am I hurt?
Pretty bad, officer. You've suffered 2 wounds. The first is below your shoulder. The bullet passed through your shoulder blade, luckily missing your
Oh
lung
my
and
god, that was so stressful. What the fuck?
The second shot hit you in the thigh, the left quadriceps. No major arteries were nicked, but the bullet had to be removed. Bacterial infection was treated with mercurochrome.
Can I walk?
We will see.
Are you hurt?
Not very. I have a concussion from the major beating me with the butt of his gun. I tried to not move too much. Things would be worse if you didn't warn me. Thank you. I did not see him coming.
We have to
Stupid
make
of
out
me.
right fucking now. Has anyone from my station been to see me?
No.
A man and a woman sit in the front seat of an armored motor carriage. The woman is driving. The man lights a cigarette. Jean Vicmer is his name. The asphalt vanishes under
I think
the
that's
wheels
the
of
guy
machine.
with the
Ahead,
big.
harbor cranes rise
Will
to
you
the sky.
Vigs? That's him.
Back to that shithole, he says.
Really?
I called your station after the fight. The injury was logged in. They told me they've sent officers to join you on the site.
Okay.
I'm sure they're worried about you.
I doubt it.
No, they would be here if they were truly worried.
Better not to agitate yourself further. It already hurts.
Sorry. That's between you and them, he thinks.
If not my station, then who treated me?
I did.
Thank you.
No need.
Okay. My stupid fucking hat.
Easy now.
The lieutenant turns double again before your eyes, an orange hue of pain.
How are you?
I feel fantastic. Let's
He
rock.
nods.
What happens now?
I honestly don't know.
But I don't know
We
either.
can't talk to Everard. The harbor is in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp now. And Joyce has left too.
Joyce is gone?
Yes, she left yesterday morning. To meet the board of Wild Pines. Or that is what I've heard. There's a pin somewhere in the machine that keeps Connell from sending in a death squad.
He looks out the window.
Maybe it's her. Maybe she kept her hand. Either way, Ruby's gone. And Classio too. We really should have arrested her, you know?
Who did it then? Who killed him? Like...
I don't know. I think the theory you presented, it's someone else, outside our circle of suspects, was right. It better be. Everyone within the circle is either dead or gone. Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect.
His voice is calm, matter-of-factly. Yeah, I was... Because, like, what was I gonna do? Tell them that it was, Titus, and then have them shoot Titus? Sure, he died, I guess, but, like... but, like, they just would have killed him right then. And then the Union people would have been mad at me, and might have tried to kill me, or whatever, you know what I mean? Like... You know what I think about solving crimes?
He arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead.
Solving crimes is hard.
It really is very hard.
That concussion must be making him dizzy.
Say nothing.
Are you ready to limp?
I'm ready.
Good. Where do you want to limp to?
A gust of wind blows in from the bay. The duraluminum box around you vibrates imperceptibly. A familiar cold, a red thread on the roof upstairs. Taut, plucked like a string by the gust.
You should check Clash's room upstairs.
Why not?
He extinguishes the cigarette on the sole of his boot. That was so hot.
Another look at the window?
Do you want to make out?
The one he was shot through. I don't know. I can't think of anything better.
Me neither.
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
You must be mistaken. I'm a real radical.
Of course. A radical centrist.
Oh!
In these bright and loud times, where 1,000 frequencies drown one another out, sober thinking is a radical act.
Ew, centrism!
It's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
I'm too fiery for this watercolor ideology. I'm trying to develop extreme and interesting opinions.
That's a pity. Real democracy is just around the corner
Get the
for
fuck out of
Rachel.
here.
All the leading citizens are waiting there, without you.
And that's fine. Okay, we gotta calm down. Like, what the fuck? Well, guess we're done for the day. What the fuck was that? It's 9:30 on day 6. Then I kind of forgot time passes in kind of a real way in this game, so of course it would be day 6. They're so fucked up for that. Okay, I'm gonna save again because I'm anxious. There's no way we're winning this one, dude. There's no fucking shot. Turns out the game is actually hard and I'm stupid. And solving crimes is hard, just like I said. Man, now we'll never find the insect cryptid. Cause now I feel like I can't do anything fun. I have to solve the crime and nothing else, otherwise people will die. This isn't a fucking game anymore. This is real crime shit. Like, it's over. Oh my god, I'm sick. 6 people died. What the fuck? This is real. You are very welcome for stream time. Let me go look for someone to raid as soon as my computer functions properly. Oh my god, I'm so fucking freaked out, dude. That's crazy. What? Okay. Shut down faster. Disco Elysium. Okay, thank God people I recognize are alive. Hallelujah. Yesterday there was. If I ever play through, I'm never looking for Ruby. No one dies. So true, Cat. I mean, I feel like it could have. I feel like that always happens. You just have to have a gun. And the only reason I didn't have a gun is because I didn't give. Because Everett was holding it hostage, right? So if I had gotten those fucking signatures or whatever, I could have gotten my gun back. Or if I hadn't sold, it's all Gart's fault. Fuck you, Gart! I needed some place to sleep, so I sold that fucking gun. If I had kept the gun, I would have had 2 bullets. It is all Gart's fault! I'm never forgiving his ass! Fuck you, Gart! Oh my god. I've solved it. It's all Gart. It all boils down to Gart. Anyway, the fact that he came out during all that was also crazy. He was like, "Do you know when she's Windows code? Shut the fuck up." Anyway, Struggle Book is on. Gart is the real. I think Gart's the killer. And then we take him away and put him in jail. Fuck you, Gart. He doesn't. Oh my god, so fucking mad. But anyway, I will be calm. I'm going to set you down gently into Struggle Book's stream. He's playing Kingdom Hearts, which I'm sure will be significantly less stressful than whatever the fuck this was. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I will see everybody not tomorrow, but Thursday instead for more character reference sheet activities. Godspeed there. I love you.